He's speaking at a Dallas County Republican event tonight, but he wanted me to express his support and his appreciation to co-host this with you. And I'm very delighted to be invited to be here this evening. And as you have already heard, I've been a big supporter of wind energy from the beginning. When I was a brand new governor back in 1983, I had the honor of signing the first renewable energy generation standard in the nation. 24 states have copied us. In Iowa, we're glad to be the leader and the pioneer in this. And it started in Northwest Iowa, and now I just recently was in Franklin County where we had another wind farm groundbreaking. And if you go west on 80, you're going to see a lot of activity going on in Southwest Iowa as well. And I'm also proud to be the vice chairman of this American Wind Energy Coalition, along with Lincoln Chafee, who is the governor of Rhode Island, and the executive director of the American Wind Energy Association, Larry Pierce. We plan to promote wind energy products and wind energy projects all across America. The Governor's Wind Energy Coalition is made up of 24 governors from diverse regions of the nation, and we all share a common interest in developing the nation's wind energy resources, recognizing this is a renewable resource, it's clean, and it makes so much sense to help reduce our dependency on other energy sources that are not as clean or that we have to rely on coming from foreign countries. Another of the coalition's common interests is working with project developers, equipment suppliers, parts manufacturers, utilities, and service providers. We must all work together to promote affordable and abundant clean wind energy all across the nation. This past month, the coalition chairman, Chafee, and I did sign a letter to the president urging him to establish a combined intergovernmental state-federal task force on wind energy development. By establishing a joint state-federal task force, we would hope to further our nation's wind energy development. The Governor's Wind Coalition understands that renewable energy, wind in particular, will continue to play a bigger role in the lives of Americans. And we in Iowa have been a leader, not just in wind, but also in ethanol and biodiesel, and we're proud to be a real leader in the whole area of renewable fuels and reducing our dependency on foreign oil. Iowa is the first in the nation, as you've already heard, where 20% of our electricity is being generated from wind. And we'd like to see the rest of the country catch up with us. Now, we're second only to Texas in wind capacity, but you know, when you're in second place, you got to work hard. And we're going to continue to work, and Texas is a much bigger state. But we are going to continue to work. We've already surpassed states like Minnesota and California, and we'd love to surpass Texas, even though they certainly have a lot more land area than we do. I was recently with Alliant Energy and the groundbreaking in Franklin County, and I can tell you the folks up there are excited. The local elected officials are excited about what it's done in terms of not only the benefit in terms of the energy that's generated and the income that it produces for the farmers, but also the income that it's the tax revenue to the local governments and the benefit they've been able to improve their farm-to-market roads and do a lot of things that they otherwise couldn't afford to do. So also Mid-America Energy, which is the other major power company in our state, is planning to add additional megawatts of clean wind energy here in Iowa in the near future as well. Transmission facilities will play a big part in sending excess wind generation capacity across the nation. Just last week, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, FERC, laid out a public policy statement to start regional transmission discussions about how to pay for the very expensive building of these transmission lines. And I'm pleased to announce that on September 15th and 16th, along with the Midwest Governors Association, we will host in Des Moines, Iowa, a forum on transmission issues. Both private sector and government officials from all over the Midwest will be in attendance at this meeting on September 15th and 16th. We cannot overlook the impact of the wind industry on economic development and jobs. You probably heard about Newton, which lost Maytag, and I heard tonight we have one company there that's already up to 700 jobs in wind, making component parts for this industry. And we have, as you've heard, many of those industries and businesses located across the state. Recently, we had a new foundry project that I was able to announce, and frankly, at your meeting earlier in the year, it's going to locate in the Iowa City area. Here in Iowa, the wind industry has created great economic opportunities for wind manufacturing businesses like Siemens in Fort Madison, Laconia in West Branch, Clipper in Cedar Rapids, Trinity Towers, and TPI Composites in Newton, just to name a few. And I look forward to continuing to work with the American Wind Energy Association and the Iowa Wind Energy Association in helping develop the nation's wind energy industry. We see this as just part of that, and what we see in wind energy and biofuels all are part of our efforts to diversify the Iowa economy, create new job opportunities for our young people. And I think it's significant. We're here on the campus of Iowa State University, and a lot of these jobs involve science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And this is a campus, this is a university that is very focused on those issues, and this is a university that helps train a lot of people that I think can play a very key role in that in the future. So we see it as something that's a very positive thing. I'm very honored and proud to be back as governor of Iowa. I never imagined how far this could come from where we were back in 1983 when we were just kind of getting started. And it's exciting to see how these things can develop and the growth and we're hopeful that the Iowa example can be shown to these presidential candidates and others that come to our state and say, if Iowa can do this, we can do it as a nation. And I think we need to do it as a nation if we're going to be able to compete in this world economy. Thank you all very much.